What's up, everybody? It's Brian from HASHWAREHUB. It's about 11 a.m. January 5th, 2018, coming to you with a brand new trading video, Bitcoin trading video. And yeah, hit those subscribe buttons, hit the notification bell so you get all of our information coming directly to you. Let's get right into it here. Right now we're looking at a hourly chart on Bitcoin on Bitfinex. And if you're familiar with our videos, let's adjust things here for a second. Whoa! If you're familiar with our videos, we're making a video specifically on this flat correction. And we called it a 335 based on Elliott wave nomenclature, or Elliott wave analysis. And what we normally like to see is that obviously there's 3 waves here, there's 3 waves here, and there would be 5 waves here. We didn't quite get that 5th wave. We really would have liked it because I think this would have sprung up even that much more. We only got about 3 waves. If you kind of go down to, like, let's say 15 minutes, you can, if you really try to push it, you can maybe get 5 waves out of this. It's not really the way we like to go about doing things. It's not really the best way to go about it. Analyzing these things, but this is, you know, it is possible. You can look at this on a 5-wave basis. So what are we looking at here? What is this all about? What are we looking at right here? So clearly this correction is over. Okay, it was over a little bit more prematurely than we had expected, but hey, that happens, and that's fine with us. And that's why we always talk about laddering into your positions. Okay. We knew this was a we knew this was a 335, so we weren't buying here and stuff like that. Okay, we weren't buying here. Okay, we knew this was going to come down, so you could ladder into this. There's no reason why you couldn't have bought here. Okay, could have even bought down here. You could even have had some laddering down here. Didn't get here, but okay, fine, whatever. You still have gone ahead and you picked up some of your some Bitcoin here. So what are we really looking at as far as where things going? So we have a bullish flag right here. I'm just going to draw it approximately so you guys don't go to sleep. We have a bullish flag here, and we have one here too. I'm going to draw it, and then sometimes if you don't see things on the current scale that you're looking at, it's better to zoom in. Okay, and you see it more clearly here. Right? You see it right here. So what does that mean? So there's 2 things that cryptos like: triangles, and they like what's called fractals. If you know anything about fractals is kind of like a pattern that repeats at all various different resolutions. In other words, all various different magnification levels. A fractal is something that is the same type of pattern that can be seen at all various different, basically resolutions, really what it comes down to. And so what you could do is you could take a look and you can see, okay, fine, there's this bull flag here, we got another bull flag here. After this bull flag, the market ran from here to here. And you can then take ahead and take this distance, and you can say, okay, well, where does that distance happen here? So it goes from here to like here. Okay, so we may be able to expect right now that this thing is going to burst out and go to let's say somewhere around 17,600. That would not be unexpected. And this doesn't have anything to do with Elliott wave analysis or anything else like that. This is just really basic chart reading of the chart patterns, and it's a great way of looking at things. So that's the way in which we're reading the chart right now. And let's take a look at our other signals that we normally take a look at. Hold on one second. Okie dokie. So let's orientate ourselves here. Okay, this is an hourly chart, Poloniex data. So yeah, okay, so the data is a little bit different than we were looking at before as far as Bittrex, but they generally correlate, to say the least. So, you know, we had a nice buy entry right here, which also correlated with the sign indicator right here. And then it was telling us that the market possibly may go south. And yeah, it kind of did. Then this turned around here. We normally like to get this down in the -4 range as it comes up. However, it's a lower risk entry. When you see something pop up like this and pop up like this, and you see the sign indicator down here make a turn, okay, it's a good way to go ahead and also get in a low risk. And there's also a second way. So you could buy here, okay, which we purchased a bit. Okay, actually we purchased a bit on the second one. And also another low risk here is along the Cayenne line right here. Okay, this is a hidden support level. And we purchased actually some right here too, as we saw it kind of skipping along here. Okay, and the trend strength indicator kept on reaching for the moon. All right, D trend was on a positive slope. So we said, you know something, it's a lower risk entry. Okay, and we already made money all along here and here. Okay, we lost a little bit here, but we made here, we made here. Okay, I mean, it's quite an amazing winning ratio, to say the least. So yeah, I mean, we're holding long right now, but I'd imagine if there's a little bit of a correction, we're probably going to get out. This thing is probably going to dip down. The sign indicator is starting to dip down, and the price may also dip down too, you know, on a short-term basis. And then it may swing back up, and we may get that next powerful lunge up. So let's also take a look at what's going on a daily basis. All right, Bitcoin on a daily basis, again, still it's Poloniex data. We're going to be getting some more data sources in here. You know, we're writing APIs to various different exchanges. So we're going to be able to really round this out in particular for a lot of different people, because a lot of different people use different exchanges and stuff like that. And sometimes you use this data, but then trade on another exchange, and it can get a little hairy sometimes, and it's not as clean as we like it to be. But we're working on that. So what do we see coming up today? This candle is today. We see a blue cross. Okay, we like to see that because that gives us more hope that the market's going to run up. Now we have to wait for today's candle to close, okay? Because today it can go down. I mean, there's nothing to say that it won't go down, okay? The odds are that it'll go up, but still, we don't know. So we can't take this, as solid proof just yet, because literally the candle has to end. We have to start a new one. Once this candle ends, and it's locked in. It's locked in the data, right? So what are we going through right now? So on a shorter term cyclical basis, remember before we were at a top of the sign indicator, right? On a longer cyclical basis, and longer cyclical basis are the stronger ones. Those are the deeper cycles. Those are the more intense cycles. Those are the cycles that swing the hardest and the largest. Okay, on a longer cycle basis, we are at a top. Okay, so there still may be another turn here, and then for it to then go up. Okay, if the market does not react much to this downturn in this sign indicator, then that can be an additional bullish signal that there are a lot of buyers out there. Okay, or if this doesn't ever actually turn, but we get something like this, okay, it's also another bullish signal. Okay, next thing, we also have MACD. MACD is getting tight right here. We have the D trend indicator. Looks like it kind of went through this, cupping formation right here. Not a cup and handle, but kind of like a rounding formation here. And it's starting to look to go north again. We like to see that. Here, this dipped down to the -4 territory, trend strength, and now it's going up. So this all looks pretty positive. It looks very positive. We're going to have to see what's going on. Okay, we're adding different pieces of information to the overall story right here. So remember, we had kind of this signal right here. This is about 3 days ago. And now we're getting more and more bullish signals as each day goes on. And that's what we really like to see. So we're going to leave it there for right now, and let's see what the rest of the day brings us. I want to get this video out to you guys as soon as possible. So, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell if you guys haven't already, and yeah, any questions, let us know. Happy trading.